that was some time ago.
Hi.
Show me there. What do you mean to do with...
How's it going, everybody?
Lord forgive me.
My name is Katarina, and you know what? Like, I haven't really been live properly for a while. Like, I mean, I have, but haven't. But I went live last night for a little while, and actually, I should turn on the TV. The problem is, I lost my remote for that, so... But let me just turn that down, because I realized that if I'm gonna talk over top of what I'm doing, it's gonna be rather difficult. So... There we go. I'll still be able to hear it, and it won't be loud. So, perfect. So, yeah, but I am here, obviously, and, you know, let's check cars a bit. So, you know, I've got my header bolts in now, so that means I have all the parts now to install my header right away. The only thing is, it'll be a few weeks at the very least, because I was going to build up some cash. So I have to sell some stuff, hopefully, and you know, we shall see how it is. You know, just one of those things, because I will need to, like I said, save up some cash to actually install the header properly. Because don't get me wrong, I can install the header. That will cost me $0. However, it's getting it attached to the exhaust will cost money. And what's really cool is that, like, because the header that I have, it's going to go from a cast iron manifold that is, you know, designed for a single exhaust, but then it's going to be, sorry, my brain is just, it's not working for doing this very well. But basically, like, I'll be going from, like, a single exhaust that's wide off into duals to a true dual exhaust, which it's going to have a very unique sound because of that, too. And I can't wait to hear what it sounds like with that, and it's going to gain a bunch of performance. So, we shall see. There is some collaboration stuff that I've been emailed about lately that, who knows, there might be a new collaboration coming soon. Well, there's one of, you know, testing this. This is a battery tester that I'm supposed to be given. Like, we'll see, to be honest, of how good or bad this product is. Because, you know, I have no issues with, you know, giving my proper opinion on stuff. You know, and something actually, because my Ultimate battery has been bad for a while. My own fault, to be honest. I left the ignition on too long, and it gave me a ton of troubles that way. It's just one of those things, and I kept killing the battery over and over and over and over and over again. So as a result, the battery hasn't been as good. However, my battery charger that I have, that I got for a promotional thing for the company, which I'll continue to promote it, to be honest. It's kind of a cool thing because I've never seen a battery charger that connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and you can actually set up your own charging ways via the app, which is so cool. Because it's topped on TP6000 Pro or something like that, TB6000 Pro, something like that. And it's a really cool product, to be honest. You know, I'm not sure where they're at with it, because when I did that a while back, they were just kind of in sort of beta testing, and they just wanted people to review their product. And it's a pricey charger, but it's a pretty cool charger, to be honest. And, you know, you have your, you can charge 6-volt batteries, you can repair 12-volt batteries with it, apparently. So that's what I'm testing right now. And once it's actually a nice sort of day, I will end up, actually throwing that Optima battery back in the car and doing all the tests with it. Because something that it can do as well, because it's a battery tester too. Because I haven't really fully delved into it after I got it. I just kind of got it. I did my small little thing. Perhaps I will redo that review, to be honest, because it was just one of these things. And I can also compare it to this other battery that I'm supposed to be getting, which it actually might be in my P.O. box. I'd have to look to see if it is or not. So, it's one of these things. And, like, right now, with my car, the only thing that that I am waiting on is just, like, again, I just need to sell parts or sell parts or sell some other stuff that I have to actually afford the proper install. And it's going to be done at Tim's Muffler in Leduc. To be honest, they do fantastic work, and it's cheap. Like, where a lot of places, to do an exhaust on your car, they would charge you, like, $500-$600. Even when you supply some things. But the thing is, my exhaust through them, which is done very well, they don't put together half-assed stuff either. I think it was like $390. Now, I didn't actually pay that because my buddy Keith, he actually, when my car was at his shop for a while, I just kind of up there for a little while. I can't remember. Oh, we were in the middle of, I think we just swapped the rear end, and I just could not pick up the car yet. Maybe that's what it was. Or maybe that was in the midst of the T5 swap. I can't remember. But anyways, it was left at his shop for a while, and he paid to get the exhaust done by Tim's Muffler, because, and Tim's Muffler and Leduc, they do all of Keith's exhausts, actually. So, he has a good rapport with them, and I've even been in there, too. I've met them, and they're friendly. They have a really awesome, because they have I'm trying to remember if it's a cat or a dog, but they do have an animal in there that's just very friendly, and, it's great. And it's just a small little shop, but, for, the entire exhaust minus mufflers and tailpipes that were provided, I think it only cost them, it was like $360 or something like that. Like, that's a really good price. And I just, I can't wait to have this header installed in the car, because it's just gonna improve stuff massively. But like I said, I just need to get the money together to afford to actually install it properly with everything. But that's okay. And, because I don't really know, because something else that I'm gonna be doing soonish. Well, actually, it'd be probably around the same time. So, my friend of mine on TikTok, actually, he is gifting me a bunch of really cool parts. And you might be wondering, well, what are said parts? And, well, let me tell you. So, the parts me are of the following. So, a full suspension setup for my car. It's used, but actually in good shape. An MSD6AL box, again used, but still in good shape. And an MSD blaster coil. Now, I don't know if it's actually like a Blaster 2 or a Blaster SS, and whatever the case, it doesn't matter. So that stuff is going to go onto my Mustang, and then I'm going to swap the ignition box and the coil from Mustang onto the Capri, because I got the supercell coil on there, and I have a replacement stock ignition on there that's only like a year old. I think, because yeah, I think it's about a year old. I was chasing to be honest, and I couldn't figure it out. And I was just I just threw that at it because it was the original ignition box. I'm like, well, you never know, right? That might be the problem. But it turns out, no, it was just a carburetor issue. So, not a big deal.
Because I ordered them to.
But, it's just some of these things, right? And it's actually kind of funny because I was talking with a friend of mine, and when I mentioned, hey, my header bolts are in, and he saw that they're ARP. I'm like, wow, you ponied up for like ARPs. I'm like, actually, no. A friend of mine actually bought them for me, which is really awesome, and I really appreciate him. He also bought the header gasket too. Like, the stuff is not cheap, but because he just inquired one day and asked, like, hey, so when are you thinking about installing the headers? It's like, I need to collect parts first, which I can't really afford at the moment, but, and then, yeah, and he said, well, I can buy you the parts. It's like, that is so cool, to be honest. And I love the fact that I have, like, friends that are like that, because how many people can say that, right? And it's just, just one of these things, that I love, like, the car community, and I love, the people, and, like, and what's interesting, though, is, so, like, those performance parts that I'm getting from my friend on TikTok, he did that because, like, he's a fan of my what I do for the car community. And the thing is, he just wanted to kind of give back to me that way, which is freaking awesome, to be honest. And I love that. And I love the fact that, like, I can actually, like, help and inspire people with their cars. That's truthfully one of the reasons why I make content. And, when I hear that, like, hey, I'm inspiring people, it is just so amazing. And I love to, help people whenever I can, to be honest. I just wish that I could help people more than what I'm able to right now, but that's fine. It's just one of these things, right? Like, what you can't help absolutely everybody, but because otherwise you'd be like Superman or Superwoman or whatever you want to say about that. So, and if you're wondering what game I'm playing, it's actually oh, I need to get outside. That's no problem here. Okay. I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And to be honest, this is really one of the worst of the series. It's not a good game. It's just a bad Assassin's Creed game. And, I still think the worst of the series is Origins, in my opinion. Followed by this. Okay, where? Okay, where am I going now? Just trying to figure this out. But let's see. Have I gotten any messages yet? No, I have not. That's all good. Because, yeah, like, there is so... Like, there are so many things that I want to do to the cars and stuff. And like, now, with everything that's been happening... I didn't kill a civilian. What? Okay, game. But it's all kind of starting to come together slowly. Like, there's still a lot of, like, stuff that I want to do to my Mustang. There's still stuff I want to do to the Capri, obviously. For one, I want to get the Capri actually reliable. Which, right now, it is not. But, in time... Which, to be honest, the the reliability being poor, I think I already know how to fix that. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just the fuel line. You know, the metal fuel line, once I get that patched. Because I don't need an entirely new line, I just need that portion of it done, right? Pretty simple. But, yeah, like, you know, it's just one of these things. So, because what I believe is happening, it's so obscure, but let's be honest, the Poltermerc is just kind of an obscure car, and the problems it has and everything. There's a reason why I call it the Poltermerc. Because there's a lot of stuff that just, it does not make sense. I can't really make heads or tails around a lot of it. And like, it overfueling like it does, as an example, that's so weird because in Keith's possession it didn't. You know, he put a lot of miles on that thing, actually. And, you know, it didn't give him any issues that way. You know, and it really is just such a weird one. Because, like, he had it running really good. Like, I had it running half decent, but there's only so much I could do when the carburetor was just crap, you know? So, what I ended up just doing, so I had it in my possession for a little bit, before it was actually my car. This was last year. And what I had done to it, sorry, so basically, like, I gave it a full tune-up, and I was deleting a lot of unnecessary things. So, like, there was a lot of vacuum-based emissions and stuff that the car just did not need, and it just kind of hindered the car. So I got rid of all of that, and I changed out the spark plugs. I put a new cap and rotor on it. And then I just basically cleaned it. And then, but then once the brakes kind of seized up, that's when it just went back to Keith, because I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with that. You can do that at your place, because we needed to replace the entire braking system. So the master cylinder, the brake booster, the front calipers, and I believe everything in the rear got replaced too, if I remember correctly. It's a lot, to do, right? So, it's just one of these things that it's just the weird things of the Poltermerc, and the reason why she's called the Poltermerc that way. Because it was fine in his possession. As soon as it came into my possession, it gave me problem after problem after problem. And so, with any luck, once I replace that carburetor, again, because I've got a carburetor for it. It's a nice, Carter carb, which is actually an upgrade, and it should actually gain a little bit of power, too, which is nice. Who knows? It might actually not only gain power, but gain efficiency, too, which would be a nice little bonus. But we'll see, to be honest. Like, how much of a difference it'll actually make. And, let's just see. Yeah, no, still no comments yet. But I'm not actually getting any viewers, which is surprising, but it happens. I don't care about this. I'm just gonna skip the whole conversation. I hate these. Like, and I'm only playing through this game because there's stuff I missed when I played through it, and I wanted to see the crossover event that they did. You know, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore because, like, nobody's chatting. So I'm just gonna say I might just sign off, to be honest. Just a nice short live stream. I wanted to go longer, but I'm not getting viewers. I'm not getting any interaction in the chat. I have 0 viewers at the moment, so yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna end this. It's just all over the place anyways.